any of you guys just starting on a 10-0 run and just kind of run away from them, like the way you guys did. Just what was kind of behind that? What was the big thing there?
Basically, just getting stops, playing defense. We work on that every single day in practice. Just hard defense, especially guarding the scout for this team. Coach Justin did a great job preparing us and what they wanted to do on the floor, and I felt like we carried that over into the game today.
Next question for the players.
I guess, Yogi, is it, I don't want to say something of a new skill, but maybe an acquired skill for this team, just being able to, it felt like it wasn't just you were playing well, they weren't, that it felt like you kind of could sense they were struggling and just kept kind of turning up the pressure. Is that something this team is starting to pick up a little bit more?
Well, I think we're just, realizing more now how important it is for us to play defense, and especially in the Big Ten where, anybody can beat anybody on any given night. We know how important it is for us to go out there and, if we get stops, not turn the ball over, then we have a great chance of winning.
Yogi, what impressed you most about how Troy played today?
Troy played, phenomenal with his head up. I liked his decision making. He didn't over-penetrate. I felt like, he picked and chose his spots. Main thing, I saw better for him, he was getting out and running, which coach has gotten on him about it. He's got to get out and run more because when that happens, you see, just like today, he gets layups, anything he wants. He's too athletic, and nobody can stop him.
Mike. Troy, how do you keep from pressing? I mean, when you kind of start the Big Ten season off like you did, how do you kind of prevent yourself from pressing a little bit and trying to look too hard?
You just got to read the play. You got to read the situation of the game. That's what it is, just reading it. We follow the game plan, keep doing the same thing we're doing, keep the intensity up, keep the effort there, and we'll just read the situation.
Was it important for you to kind of come out and get those early baskets just to kind of get a good start, get a good foundation to build off of?
Nah, it just kind of came. It was like in the flow of the game.
Thomas, you and the team had a lot of offensive rebounds in the game. How are you guys able to box out the Buckeyes during the game to get so successful on the offensive end?
Mindset that we have just in practice, and then we translate it into the game.
Thomas, what things do you think you improved on since the beginning of the season?
I would say I improved on the conditioning, and rebounding, learning the plays, and also just learning from my teammates, just like Yogi and Troy, they're patient with me, and they push me to the limit because they know that I can be good, and I'm just trying to just stick with it.
Yogi, how hard was it to sustain the intensity in the second half? Because I know you built the lead up 36 points at least, when you're up by 30 at halftime.
Yeah, a little bit in the second half, we probably got a little fatigued. We haven't really caught our second win yet. That's definitely hard in the Big Ten, but we eventually got that. But it's definitely hard to keep that intensity, especially in the Big Ten. But I felt like, we went out there, they won a little run, and then we found a way to come back and, try and keep that intensity up.
Yogi, 48-18 at halftime just doesn't happen in Big Ten games. What led to that? What was it like walking in the locker room with that kind of beliefs?
Yeah, that was definitely, the most fun basketball, I feel like, a half at least, that I've played here. And, playing with these guys, you got guys like OG, Colin going to the offensive glass, dunking the ball. I think that's fun, and I feel like when we get defensive stops, we got a little bit of pride to ourselves, and, we want to go down the other end and score.
Troy, Coach was saying yesterday he doesn't want to harness you so much that it takes away your talent, takes away your ability to be yourself. What's the balance that you try to find between being able to be you but also kind of playing within the realms of an offense?
With the offense, we don't try to shape it around one person. We all shape it around what Indiana does. With that, just keep doing the same thing, watching film. We watched a lot of film together, and we was reading with my teammates as well, also reading what I have been doing, what I haven't been doing. Just as so much as harnessing. Of course, like he said, he doesn't want to because he sees what I'm trying to do. It's just I either have to be lower, I got to make it a dribble sooner, or just keep my eyes up, things like that.
For any of you guys, Ohio State came in with one of the, I think, top 5 2-point field goal percentage defenses in the country. You guys didn't seem like any problems finishing at the rim. What was the key to that?
I'd say the key to that was moving the ball. We had more assists to turnovers, for the first time for us to happen in the Big Ten. I think that's pretty big for us. I felt like Thomas and Max set great screens for me, Troy, and Rob, our guards. I felt like we got in the lane. And, once we get in the lane and kick out, we got basically anything we wanted.
For Thomas, obviously, after getting in foul trouble at Rutgers, your game just kind of keeps taking steps up and up and up. What's happening? Why is that occurring?
I just stay with the game plan. I just have a mindset to where I won't let myself get into that situation again. It was bad that it happened at that time, but I just stayed on a positive note and just kept improving.
Yogi, well, the way you guys played defensively, rebounding, just sort of complete game that first half, does that sort of set a standard for what you guys are capable of the rest of this year?
Well, I feel like the way that we practice is the standard that we set. And, early on in the season, we weren't going up to that standard. But I felt like that, now we're taking a lot more pride. And, we know what we're capable of. We know how we can play defensively and getting rebounds. And when we do that, when we have that mindset, and like Thomas says, we can go out there and be great.
Do you feel that first half was up to that practice standard?
Yeah, I definitely do. And, that's definitely with the coaches. They prepare us so well, out there just walking through, knowing their tendencies. We basically want to go out there and know the other team like the back of our hand.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.